everyone, thank you for being here today. I'd like to take you on a journey, not by car or airplane, but through our imagination, as we explore the amazing geography of the United States. The U.S. is one of the largest countries in the world, and because of that, it has many different types of land, weather, and natural beauty. The United States is the third largest country in the world by land area, after Russia and Canada. It covers almost 10 million square kilometers, which means it stretches thousands of kilometers from east to west and from north to south. Because of its size, the geography of the U.S. is incredibly diverse. When you travel across the country, you can see mountains, deserts, forests, beaches, plains, rivers, lakes, and more. It's almost like visiting several countries in one. To better understand the geography of the United States, people often divide the country into four main regions: the Northeast, the South, the Midwest, and the West. Each of these regions has its own landscapes, weather, and ways of life. Let's begin in the Northeast. This area includes states like New York, Massachusetts, and Pennsylvania. It is home to many big cities, such as New York City and Boston, and it also has beautiful coastlines along the Atlantic Ocean. In the fall, the forests of the Northeast turn into a sea of red, orange, and yellow as the leaves change color. The Appalachian Mountains pass through this region, and they are among the oldest mountains in North America. Winters in the Northeast are often cold and snowy, while summers can be warm and green. Next, let's go down to the South. The southern region includes states like Florida, Georgia, Texas, and North Carolina. This area is known for its warm and humid climate, especially in the summer months. The South has many long rivers, including the famous Mississippi River, which flows all the way from the northern U.S. to the Gulf of Mexico. The region also has beautiful beaches, swamps, and wetlands. Florida's Everglades are one example of a large natural area filled with water, grass, and wildlife. The land here can be flat or gently hilly, and the weather allows for many types of plants and crops to grow. Moving north and west, we reach the Midwest, often called America's Heartland. This region includes states such as Illinois, Michigan, and Iowa. The Midwest is known for its wide open fields and farmland. Corn and wheat grow in large areas called plains. These flat lands make farming and transportation easier. In the northern Midwest, you'll find the Great Lakes, 5 enormous lakes that hold a huge amount of the world's fresh water. Winters here are cold and snowy, while summers can be hot and humid. The Midwest is also home to large cities like Chicago and Detroit, where you'll find a mix of culture, industry, and history. Now let's head west to the largest and most geographically diverse region, the Western United States. This area includes states like California, Colorado, Washington, and Arizona. In the west, you'll see towering mountain ranges like the Rockies and the Sierra Nevada. These mountains are tall, beautiful, and filled with forests, rivers, and wildlife. In contrast, the west also has dry deserts, such as the Mojave and Sonoran deserts. You'll find places like Death Valley, the hottest place in North America, and the Grand Canyon, one of the world's most famous natural wonders. Along the Pacific coast, you'll find cliffs, beaches, and big cities like Los Angeles and San Francisco. The West is a land of extremes, from snow-covered peaks to dry desert heat. In addition to the main part of the country, the U.S. also includes two very special states, Alaska and Hawaii. Alaska is in the far northwest of North America, next to Canada. It is the biggest U.S. state and is known for its wild nature. Alaska has tall mountains like Denali, the highest mountain in North America. It also has huge forests, glaciers, and many animals, including bears and moose. Winters in Alaska are very cold and dark, but summer days can be long and full of light. Hawaii, on the other hand, is a group of islands in the Pacific Ocean. It has a warm tropical climate all year round. Hawaii is famous for its beaches, volcanoes, and colorful plants and animals. Some volcanoes in Hawaii are still active today. Because it is far from the mainland, Hawaii has many things that are unique, including foods, traditions, and wildlife found nowhere else. Across the United States, many rivers and lakes shape the land and the way people live. The Mississippi River, which I mentioned earlier, is one of the longest rivers in the world. It has been an important route for travel, trade, and life for centuries. The Colorado River is another important river in the West. It helped create the Grand Canyon over millions of years and still provides water to people in several states. The Great Lakes, Superior, Michigan, Huron, Erie, and Ontario, are so large that they almost seem like oceans. They are used for shipping, fishing, and recreation, and they help support many cities and towns around them. The U.S. also has two long coastlines, one on the Atlantic Ocean and one on the Pacific. The Atlantic coast is home to cities like New York and Miami, and has gentle beaches and busy ports. The Pacific coast is home to places like Seattle and San Diego, and has tall cliffs, rough waves, and beautiful sunsets. There is also the Gulf of Mexico, south of the U.S., with warm waters and important fishing and oil industries. Because the country is so big, the United States has many different types of climates. In Alaska, you can find Arctic weather with snow and freezing temperatures. In Hawaii, it is tropical and warm all year. In the Southwest, the desert climate is dry and hot, while in the Northwest, it is cool and rainy. Most of the country has what we call a temperate climate, with 4 seasons: spring, summer, fall, and winter. This variety means that the kind of clothing, food, houses, and lifestyles can change a lot depending on where someone lives. The United States also protects its natural beauty with many national parks. These parks are special areas where nature is protected so that people can enjoy it and animals can live safely. Some famous national parks include the Grand Canyon in Arizona, Yellowstone in Wyoming, Yosemite in California, and the Great Smoky Mountains on the border of North Carolina and Tennessee. These parks are popular for hiking, camping, photography, and learning about nature. So why does geography matter? Geography affects everything in our lives. It influences what people eat, how they build their homes, what kinds of work they do, and how they travel. It helps explain history, culture, and even the kinds of problems people face, like floods, droughts, or wildfires. When we understand geography, we can understand people better, care more about the Earth, and make smarter decisions for the future. In conclusion, the geography of the United States is rich, varied, and always interesting. From high mountains to flat plains, from cold Alaska to warm Hawaii, from deep forests to dry deserts, the land of the U.S. is full of beauty and contrast. Exploring the country's geography helps us appreciate how unique and special each region is, and how they all come together to form one nation. Thank you so much for listening.